catch-up video on the one length irons, because we've had 3 rounds with them now. That's all I've had with them, and you can see there the 5 iron, obviously. The faces of these are forged. Every club has a milled, slightly milled face, forged. The longer irons have tungsten weight in the sole, and they're more pronounced, sort of hollow cavity back with kind of multi-compound graphite and stuff in them. Initial games with them, very impressed. I thought the adjusting period might be, I was taking a huge risk, you know. Just expecting to come out the gun, out on the course playing, but honestly, they've been great. I got a game again round Stirling, that'll be coming up, and you might see this video after it actually. The tripod for the camera broke on the 4th hole, sorry about that, but I couldn't film anymore. It was one of those things. Played really well. 3 or 4 birdies on the back nine. Just really relaxed and happy about my golf. I'll give you an example of how versatile these clubs are. I was, but towards the end of the round, I was hitting it like miles, and you might have seen even on the first 3 holes that we played, I was caning the driver. I had a go, I could have had a go at the first with a 5 iron for my second shot to get to the green, and on the 3rd hole I'd worked out I was about 120 yards past my dad. Now he'd hit not a bad one, and I only had less than 80 yards uphill to go. The fact that I completely muffed up the hole and ballsed it. Neither here nor there. Happy with the way I'm hitting it, and obviously it's still early. Your short game struggles to, in the change of the seasons from winter to summer, your first thing to really struggle to get back is your short game, because you can't, you know, get used to the greens sometimes, and you struggle. And your short game also with the turf interaction, because guess what? All bloody winter you've been hitting off mats, right? Mats, or you've been lifting into rough and hitting shots. So you were like, fairway, what's this? So it does take you a bit of time to get used to hitting your wedges and irons back off a fairway. So one length irons going great, really comfortable. And at the 17th hole, I hit my career best drive. It was miles, and I had like less than 40 yards to go to the green, and it was one of those ones, downwind. I knew that if I flew it in the air and tried to land it on the green, because it's an elevated green, I would probably struggle to stop it, being downwind, and the greens are quite firm. So I took my 8 iron and did a bump and run and ran it up the slope onto the green, left myself with like 6 feet, possibly 5 feet in for the birdie. And then, like I say, caned a good drive down the middle, like split the middle of the 18th, went for it with a 4-wood, absolutely caned it, was just 10 yards short and got it up and down. So another birdie to finish. And I birdied the 15th. And if you've ever played Stirling, Cotton's Fancy, named after the great man himself, Sir Henry Cotton. Really hard hole, into the wind, drew it round the corner, 9 iron, flying it in. Actually, the greenkeeper was up watching, and he said, it's plugged in its own pitch mark. Now, this 9 iron came in like a huge height and just came down. Now, the green is miles above you, so to get the height and the stopping power shows you about how incredible these irons could be once I get used to them. So things are looking good. A few subscribers have left some crazy comments, and also met a few subscribers the other night there when I was out for Davy Beaton's retirement do, happy retirement and all that. And Jacko and that was commenting, he says, there's one issue, you could solve this with your channel. All you need to do is get some good looking women on your channel and get them hitting golf balls. So that's Jacko's advice about boosting views on the channel. Get some birds on and teach them how to play golf. He's just a genius, Jacko, isn't he? So if there are any women out there looking for a lesson or two, or some, I don't give lessons, but I would give you some what been shown on the channel. You know, the whole sort of like secret of golf 45 and stuff. And there's more to come on that. You'll have noticed as well that when you've been watching my videos and stuff, because I mentioned the 45 and YouTube's algorithm is so particular about things you're talking about, you'll start to get other golf professionals, and bizarrely, I've noticed a trend in the last 6 or 8 weeks where all these videos are coming in from all these pros that you've never heard of, and they're all talking about the 45 in golf all of a sudden, you know. At one point, I think it was Michael Broderick and Pete Cowan obviously has mentioned it. It doesn't go in as in-depth as myself. Very few others have mentioned it. And now it's just an absolute onslaught. So I don't know what that's all about. But we've got some interesting things coming up in range videos to show you how to set up and get your work-based station. It's dead easy to do, and once you set this up like this, it just, especially if you're playing one length irons, or if you are using or playing golf the way Hogan used to play, which was he basically set up with his lead ball position the same for every club. Hogan just moved his rear foot depending on if it was a short club or a long club, and he would have it either closed or open. But the 45 setup for that is brilliant because it teaches you where your throw is. And so many videos have started coming up with the immortal words that I think I was pretty much, I can safely say I was probably the first to come up with. Your job is simply to blend the two 45s together. It's a Scottish word, blend, if you're into malt whiskey and or blended whiskey, where they take a series of single malts, and Johnny Walker's famous for it. There are other whiskies available, but you've got to blend it together, and that's your job as a golfer, blending your turn with your 45. Now everybody's got a turn, and it doesn't matter how big your turn is or how much flexibility you've got. Once you find where the 45 is, which we've shown you, but we have got a few videos coming up that will set up training things, and you can use it in the house, out in the garden. You can just get used to feeling where the 45 throw is, and then you can blend it with your turn. And once you do that, like I say, once you've blended it, you know, like Rory does, Tiger, Lee Trevino, all the great players that have ever played golf, they blend it so well, guess what? You can't see it anymore. And that is the biggest secret in golf. They're not doing anything like dramatically different. But what they're doing is really, really, really well hidden. So, you know, just a wee catch-up video, one length irons, how to make your channel great, get some birds on it. Where's the birds? As some famous Machiavelli football players used to say, where's the birds? So, I don't know if we'll get any birds on the channel, but it's not happened so far. I don't think it'll happen, but wishful thinking maybe on Jacko's part. And we'll see, but there's a lot of good stuff coming up, and you can probably see I'm more relaxed, I'm more having fun, and I think, you know, the fact that you can look at your bag and go, you know, like, let's see what we can do today and have a laugh. And even my bad shots, I'm genuinely not hitting them as bad. So everyone's progressing. I'm hoping, right, here's the master plan, just before we run out of people watching. Everyone's for charity, Macmillan Help the Heroes, Shelter UK. I need to get my handicap down by one shot, so I can enter into the Scottish Seniors Golfing Society, and most of their events are 36 holes midweek. So if I get myself down to one more shot down, I can get into that, and I think that's the way forward for my golf, because it's playing with people of a similar age, over 50. I'm not going to tell you my exact age. And it's 36 holes, so it's a good and brilliant courses, right? You can check them out on Facebook. Scottish Golf Seniors. It's got the flag with the Scottish subtile. 15, 20 quid. Sometimes 40 quid. I think the most you'll pay is 50 quid for a 36 hole event. And all top courses. So I think that is the way to go. Because when we're being shift work, I get a lot more time off during the week, every second week. And if I can get my handicap down by one shot, because they want you to be 9 or below. So I need to get my handicap down. I don't know, you know, how it's sitting where it is. People keep saying that to me. Could I put more supplementary scores in? Possibly. But is there any advantage to putting supplementary scores in? I still don't know. People will say there is, because you can, but I'm playing in senior 9-hole medals, and I'm playing in the medals, so I think I just need to get my handicap down. Do I need to play other courses? Yes, definitely. Because trying to play to 66 around our place is really, really difficult. Every other golf course is like 69, 70, 71 sometimes, you know. And that is an achievable. Our place is really, I know you guys always say I talk about this too much, but it's really, really, really difficult to play week in, week out, and keep your handicap like really low, because the system is geared to just you know, it's like the first par 3 and it's playing at a par 5, you know. It's ludicrous. You've got to play it twice. Right, enough of the blabber-ridden and the jabbering. Thanks for watching, supporting the channel, and we will see you at some point next week, hopefully with the sun shining again. Thanks for watching and subscribing.